Flop Stars is one of the most well-remembered and iconic episodes of Phineas and Ferb. Oh, but not for the plot or the jokes. No. It's that damn song.
Bow chicka bow wow, that's what my baby says. Mow mow mow, and my heart starts pumping. Chicka chicka chew up, never gonna stop. Chicka chicka means that I love you.
Phineas and Ferb are inspired to become one-hit wonders after being told about the phenomenon by Linda.
A musical act goes to the top of the charts with a catchy tune and meaningless lyrics. Then they throw a big diva tantrum, lose their label, and they fade to obscurity. Before you know it, their song ends up as elevator music. Years later, they have a reunion concert, and after that, they never sing again. And no one remembers them.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
Not that I would know anything about that.
Meanwhile, Candace is very excited for auditions being held at the mall.
The next Super American Pop Teen Idol Star! Auditions open today at the Climax Mall.
Auditions today?
Yes!
I've got to tell Stacy.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
And after going through several outfits, including...
Where'd you get that?
In my mom's closet.
She finally settles on her normal everyday outfit, and Linda drives them to the mall, where on the way they encounter... At the mall, Candace is lucky enough to become the 100th contestant and gets to sing on stage with the hottest new group in town. And what are the odds? Candace, instead of taking this opportunity to perform like she wants to, of course goes into full busting mode.
I'm gonna tell Mom.
Okay, tell her what?
And while she spends most of the rest of the episode trying to bust them, Perry has to stop Doofenshmirtz, who this time around intends to wreak havoc across the entire tri-state area with his giant robot building. This robot, of course, ends up destroying the huge poster hanging on a building that Candace drags Linda out to see, so she doesn't see it, and... Wait. How will Linda avoid seeing it now?
Wow, what a great painting! How did you get permission for that?
Oh, they didn't mind. The building's scheduled for demolition.
See?
Ah! Well played, Flop Stars. Well played indeed. Anyways, Phineas and Ferb are contacted by a studio who wants to give them a record deal, but...
Phineas and the Ferb tones are strictly a one-hit wonder! Good day to you, sir! Diva tantrum. Check.
After having been captured, Perry thwarts Doofenshmirtz in this pepper gag that takes my award for funniest gag in this episode.
Care for some pepper? Just say when. Anytime. Wow, you sure like a lot of pepper. I'm more of a paprika man myself.
And Candace, having spent the entire day trying to bust Phineas and Ferb, has lost her chance with the auditions.
And the winner of today's next Super American Pop Teen Idol Star is... Marty the Rabbit Boy and his musical blender!
Oh, I should have taken blunder lessons.
After Jeremy gives her a nice pep talk about taking chances when presented with them, Candace decides to actually let it go for now and have fun, and she joins Phineas and Ferb for their last concert. This episode has two songs. Number 1, I'm Lindana and I Wanna Have Fun. This song is Linda's old one-hit wonder from the 80s. A nice little parody of the pop songs from the 1980s, especially drawing influence from Cyndi Lauper's Girls Just Wanna Have Fun. It's short, but it fills its purpose. I rate it a 7 out of 10. And now, the big one. Gitchy Gitchy Goo. or as many fans probably know it, bow chicka bow wow.
That's what my baby says. Mow, mow, mow. And my heart starts pumping.
This is the song that made it all happen. When the executives at Disney heard this song, that's when it was decided that every episode should have a song. It was rated the #1 song of season 1 by fans, and to this day I have yet to find a person around my age who has not heard the song, and everyone also still knows the lyrics.
Gitchy goo means that I love you. I said a bow chicka bow wow. That's what my baby says.
So how is the song itself? Yeah, I'd be lying if I said I don't like it. I really think this is a good song. Happy and upbeat and so damn catchy. It's not my favorite song from the series. On its own I'd rate it a 7 out of 10, but for the impact it had on the show as a whole, I feel like I would have to give it a 10. So I'm gonna settle on the number right in between those two. I rate it an 8.5 out of 10.
Gitchy goo means that I love you.
After making his debut in Lawn Gnome Beach Party of Terror, this is the first speaking appearance of Jeremy.
Now you're looking like a winner.
Hey, Candace.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Okay, I'm sorry. That was the last one. As I mentioned in the first episode, Jeremy was originally intended to be an unseen crush for Candace to talk to Stacy about. But after Mitchell Musso voiced this unnamed character in Roller Coaster, Dan and Swampy, the show's creators, liked his voice so much that they decided to make Jeremy an actual character and have Musso voice him. Myself and probably many other fans are quite happy about this decision. When Candace is trying on different clothes, she goes through all of the Village People costumes. Except this one. Unless this is supposed to represent it? It's the one that follows right after the others, so... I don't know. On the wall of the record company, there's an old record labeled Lindana. I love little details like this. Doofenshmirtz apparently built his huge robot to be able to sneeze. An odd and frankly rather dumb choice, but silly things like this is one of the many things about Doofenshmirtz that make him just so damn lovable. And speaking of Doofenshmirtz, this episode has the first appearance of...
Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated! Everything is ready!
Ah, lovely. And finally, look at the light coming from the TV and hitting Candace. It looks really good, but it's also really subtle. I love it. That's all I have to say about that, really. This episode was very interesting. While the plot was somewhat average, the music, the jokes, and the many cool little details were very well executed. I rated a 7 out of 10. Hey, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then please leave a comment and click the like button, and consider subscribing and clicking the bell icon to be notified of when I upload new Phineas and Ferb reviews. And if you want to support me on Patreon, you can do that. Just follow the link in the description below. And again, thanks for watching.